Always analyze the overall chart. You cannot know a particular area of life just by analyzing two or three planets. But I always say this is always true. But when it comes to money, apart from all the planets, yes, or rather saying, including all the planets, you need to study these karakas. Why? The karakas for the 10th house. First planet that you need to study is Mercury. And when I say Mercury, I don't mean Mercury in general, I mean your Mercury. Why are you watching this video? Because you want to know how to make money using astrology from your chart. That's why you're watching this video. So study your Mercury. Don't just study Mercury in general. After Mercury, you need to study the Sun, you need to study Saturn, and of course, Jupiter. Why do you need to study all this? Because they are the karakas. Well, but so what? Is it like a rule? Is it written in some book that you need to study? Well, see what happens when you study the karakas. You actually understand all aspects of a particular house. So, for example, if you want to excel in your career, what do you need? Well, you need a particular skill, right? A particular skill, specific niche down skill, or could be a group of skills, but skill in general, either one or more. Then you need leadership qualities, administration leadership qualities. That is from the sun. Then you need discipline. Then you need commitment, hard work. That's from your Saturn. And then you need some level of planning, some level of optimism, and some level of connections in society. That is coming from Jupiter. Very, very, very important planet. So let's discuss these planets one by one, how to actually study them for you and in your chart. All right. So God is there with you all the time. Just look to Him and you will find Him for sure. And if you have made it this far, please don't forget to, sorry, hit the, what is this? Thumbs up and bell icon. Hit the bell icon. And now, if you are looking for personalized horoscope consultations, you can always go to my website down below in the description section, www.exoticastrology.in. And as I announced last week, I guess, new slots have been opened. All right, one new slot per week has been opened. So I guess the latest was on 5th of August. Now, I don't know when is it. I think there has been a booking already. I'm not sure if it is, but you will see them. One more slot every week. All right. Now, what is Mercury? Mercury is the ability to learn something and to do something and to tell others that you can do something. Yeah, that's all. In short, that's Mercury. Like, can you do something? Do you have a particular skill? Okay, fine. If you don't have, then you learn that particular skill. And once you have that particular skill, you perform the task. And once you perform, you tell others. So Mercury is the karaka for the 10th house. But if you see the Kalpurush Kundli, it will lord the original third house and the sixth house. So third house is what? It's sales and marketing. And sixth house is what? It is the house where you actually do the work, right? So if you don't know how to do something, you have to learn. Mercury is the student. So you learn from somebody who knows. So wherever Mercury is placed in your chart, you should ask yourself, suppose Mercury is placed in any house, like for example, which house? The ninth house, then you need to ask yourself, are you aware of the higher aspects of your job? Even if Mercury may not be associated with the earth houses. So for example, you have to ask, like, are you being too much of a generalist or are you being a specialist? Generally, if you are having prominent trines, you will not be a generalist. Generally, okay, you will be a specialist. Or rather, I could say you will be forced to be a specialist. Either way, yeah, as I said, choice or force. So you need to ask, am I specializing into something? Am I trying to find a niche or am I not? Or am I just being superficial, hovering around in, yeah. just doing something which everybody else is doing. So if your Mercury is in the ninth house, you cannot do this. This will not work. So you got to niche down, my dear sir, my dear madam. Please do not forget. So go for super specialization, masters, PhD, and all this. Now, I'm not saying you have to become a professor, but you have to have some level of specialization. Now, how do you get that? Either you get that through a degree or nano degree, online distant learning. That is not something which I'm bothered with. Right now, if Mercury is in the ninth, you will also have to learn how to teach that to others, right? Because ninth house also represents teaching. So teaching, or you could say, teaching, the speech part is more the third house, but ninth house in general is showing something which you get and you give to others. It's the house of God. It's the house of gurus and mentors, right? So can you plan properly? Like if you want to teach something to somebody, can you plan properly? Can you structure it? Are you skilled enough to know how to teach something to somebody? Or are you just randomly, yeah, doing whatever, like everybody else is doing, so I'm doing something similar, right? No, it does not work like that. So therefore, you need to check Mercury. Very, very, very important. If Mercury is well placed in your chart, yeah, it's a great blessing, because you can learn things and you can also teach others. Okay. And at the end, if you can learn and you can teach, then the question is, you also have to ask, can I tell others that I can teach? So it's the aspect of marketing, because if you cannot tell others that you know something, then nobody knows that you know something, right? So you have to figure out ways that you can market your knowledge, your experience, your ability to teach others, right? If Mercury is in the ninth, right? So similarly, you need to check where your Mercury is, which zodiac sign is, not just the house, the zodiac sign also matters, okay? Then, of course, you have the planet Sun, Surya, very, very, very powerful, right? What is the Sun? The sun is showing your ability to take tough calls, right? So, for example, you see this unit in your company is not performing well. So, what do you do? Do you keep them, the people, or you lay them off, right? So this is more at a managerial level, but in general also, your ability to make tough decisions. This is what the sun represents. Your ability to make a decision and stick to it, no matter how much opposition is there, no matter how much struggle is there, no matter how much, yeah, how much resistance is there from others, right? So the sun will show your commitment. So for example, if again, if sun is in your fifth house, then you have to ask, are you committed towards your hobbies? Like if your hobbies are like, for example, you would like to play cricket, or you like to play any other sports, football, or if you're rich, then maybe golf, right? So regardless of where your sun is placed, you need to ask yourself, are you committed first of all to those areas? Because that same tendency, because the sun is the karaka for the 10th house, and of course the ninth house also, but those same traits will come in your profession also. So suppose you have the sun in the fifth house and you are not very much disciplined regarding your hobbies, you won't be disciplined with your job also. Okay. Now, of course, we are not talking so much of Saturn here, but in general also. So the best thing to do regarding the sun is to make good decisions in regards to those areas of your life where the sun is inherently placed. That will automatically have this, what is that called, trickle down effect, that will come to your profession, that will come to every aspect of your life, not just profession. So try to do that. And then of course we have Saturn represents your ability to keep grinding. So suppose you have Saturn in any house, like any house, it could be whatever, which house, let's take fourth house, right? So fourth house is the house of learning. Fourth house is, property. Fourth house represents vehicles. So can you focus on all these aspects of your life? Can you do something regularly? Like, can you, of course, you won't buy a property or a car regularly. That's not possible, right? But education is something which can be constant. So are you constantly learning something? Are you constantly upgrading? Are you learning things in a structured manner? It's not Mercury, it's the fourth house now, right? So therefore, if you can do it, the same tendency will be reflected in your profession also. So basically, this is how the trajectory is. First is Mercury. You learn something, right? You decide what you want to do. Okay, this is my domain. Now, within that domain, then the sun comes. So you have to make tough decisions. You have to decide. You have to have a vision. Okay, what do I want to do next? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Or in general, may not be year wise or decade wise, but in general, what do you want to do? What is that you want to achieve? What's your vision? And then once you stick to it, that is something which is very important also. You really stick to it, okay? And then you continue doing it regularly for a prolonged period of time. You do all the boring tasks that are required. So once you do that, that will reflect in your profession again, and then you will be able to do professional things also for a long period of time, okay? And at the end, last but not the least, you will go to Jupiter. What is Jupiter? Jupiter is, your connections to society and so many other things, right? Connections, your contacts, like people who can help you, optimism in general, your faith, your belief in God, and so many other things, right? So if you can get that also, it will take things to the next level, because see, Jupiter is also the karak for the 11th house, right? So that means Jupiter will give you contacts, hmm, and people help from others, basically, people who are more experienced than you. So that means Jupiter has to be applied to the at the last level, at the final level, not before. You cannot go and beg everybody, oh, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. No, you can't do that. This has to be the trajectory. First Mercury, then the Sun, then Saturn, then Jupiter. Of course, I'm not saying at one time you have to do only one. I'm not saying that. You can do all the four together. Like, for example, you are pitching your startup idea to some investor. No, that is what basically. That's Jupiter, because you are getting help from somebody. You are getting somebody's money, right? That's what Jupiter is. So, if you can do that, it will radically transform your life, right? So, therefore, don't just keep things to yourself. But before you go into the domain of Jupiter, before you invite other people, yeah, come, आइए हमारे पास. Before you do that, make sure your own product, your own service is ready, it's functioning 100%, or at least 99.9%, 100%. Maybe only God can, but 99.9% from your side, it should be functioning, everything should be ready, everything should be going. Then you can take help of others, you can take help of God, your universe, right? So that's how you can actually know how you can go to the next level, how you can earn more money, how you can transform your career. Just these four planets, they will tell you what you should do so that you can go to the next level. All right. Thank you so much for your patience. If you are looking for a personalized consultation, you can always go to my website down below. God is there with you all the time. Just look to Him and you'll find Him. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you made it so far, and subscribe to Exotic Astrology if you are new, and also hit the, what is that, bell icon for notifications. Take care. Jai Siya Ram.